Just like our last report, we're in Scotland again in this report, after a Police Scotland constable has been found guilty of dangerous driving after he flipped the police car he was driving onto its roof, leaving a colleague, the driver of the vehicle he hit, and a 10-year-old boy injured. 30-year-old Andrew McCrystal collided with a BMW during a pursuit of a vehicle in Castlemilk on October the 27th, 2020, as he sped through a red traffic light, ignoring his police training guidelines. Oh, who'd have thought speeding through a red traffic light was actually against police training guidelines? McCrystal appeared at Glasgow Sheriff Court, charged with a single count of dangerous driving. The court heard McCrystal was pursuing a Skoda containing a suspect of serious organised crime. Can't be that serious if he's driving a fucking Skoda. McCrystal tailed the car from the city's Castlemilk in the early evening as they approached the junction with a red light on Dugray Road and Carbunnock Road. The Skoda went onto the opposite side of the road and McCrystal followed him onto the other side of the road. PC Scott Stewart, who suffered a concussion in the crash, told the court, "I had no concerns going on the opposite side at the time. PC McCrystal was in control of the vehicle and slowed down sufficiently around the corner." Stewart said that McCrystal followed standard procedure at the time and adjusted to a crawl, although he added that McCrystal was possibly going over the speed limit. So which is it? He adjusted his speed to a crawl or he was going over the speed limit? It can't be both. As the police vehicle crossed the junction through a red light, a vehicle came from the left-hand side and hit the police vehicle. Prosecutor Josh Dowie asked Stewart if McCrystal adjusted his speed at the traffic light, which he replied, "I'm not sure." The prosecutor asked if the vehicle was slowed to a crawl. Would that have given an opportunity to avoid each other? To which Stewart replied, yes. PC Stewart was taken to hospital where he was diagnosed with a concussion as well as a minor burn to his arm. McCrystal and another officer on board also went to hospital for treatment. In convicting him, Sheriff Jonathan Guy told him, "You should go through a red light at slow or walking pace of 2 to 4 miles per hour unless the junction was clear." Oh, interesting. Now, I've actually ordered the Roadcraft Police Driver's Handbook, which I'm waiting to be delivered, in which it will tell me their training, and I will then be able to better explain if police have ballsed up or not. So I'm going to look forward to reading how the police training for drivers says that they should go through a red light at slow or walking pace of 2 to 4 miles per hour unless the junction is clear. It's certainly going to make for an interesting argument the next time police blast through a junction. Anyway, Sheriff Jonathan Guy added, "The junction you approached was not clear as there was a van in the right-hand lane. There should have been uncertainty in your mind. You did not follow your training. You drove at speeds between 7 and 10 times the appropriate speed for the circumstances. It was grossly excessive speed." Now, although McCrystal was found guilty of the offence and had put several people in hospital, he was not jailed nor was he afforded any suspended sentence. He was in fact given a £470 fine and 10 penalty points on his licence. That's it. Now, I believe this means that he'll still be able to drive for the police, although I'm yet to clarify that. But I wonder what would have happened if it was a member of the public who drove like a twant and caused several people to need hospital treatment. Suspended sentence? Definitely a loss of licence, I would expect. So it looks again, possibly, like a thin blue line privilege was afforded to Mr. McCrystal. The lucky boy.